when someone is starting the career in biotechnology, what are the skills required to start the career? So, what are the process or protocols being followed by the industry? Do you seeing the impact of artificial intelligence and machine learning also in the biotechnology? Hello, everyone, and welcome to Career Conversation Podcast. In this podcast, we invite industry experts from various domains to share their learnings and experience. In today's episode, we have very special guest Sopangu Ghosh, who is a biotechnology expert. He's completed his biotechnology bachelor's in 2014, and last 10 years he's working in biotechnology. So today we are going to learn a lot how to build a career in biotechnology. Welcome Sopangu to the show.
Thank you, Dushyant, for inviting me in this podcast. And I think whatever the experience I have gained, it will be beneficial for towards the career of biotechnology.
You completed your bachelor's in biotechnology in 2014, and then how the first job happened, and then till now.
I have completed my BSc Biotechnology from Lovely Professional University at 2014. I got a placement to Panacea Biotech.
Okay.
So that company is for production of hepatitis B vaccine. So moving forward, I got an opportunity to work in different organizations like that: Lupin, GSK, Bharat Biotech, Stelis Biopharma, PQE, and the PQE right now I am as a consultant in Insep Bio. So I have done with the biotechnology firm for the production of vaccines plus injectables plus oncology, the cancer related drugs. So right now I have came out from that manufacturing part, and just I am here as a consultant to provide the technical expertise to the client.
When someone is starting the career in biotechnology, what are the skills required to start the career?
See, first of all, need to understand the biotechnology. Biotechnology in the sense of the difference between the bio and the technology. Bio is the related with life. Technology is related with the industry's practices or the best practices which are going to incorporate in that life. Okay, so biotechnology is defined as a research-oriented science. If you know that one, that will be better. There are number of different verticals are there in biotechnology. Okay, if you want to do biotechnology, then there are some of the careers are there which are going to be moved forward as per your interest. So different people have their different mindset, because if you are going for biotechnology, there are different verticals. For example, genetic engineering, biochemistry, microbiology, immunology, virology, chemistry and engineering. Parallelly, if you are going for any other different verticals, so there are, you can boost your career in biotechnology like in the type of manufacturing. Okay, when you are going for manufacturing part, that manufacturing evolves from the scale up to produce the requirement of the drugs or the drug substance that make a clinical grade commercial pharmaceutical for use for clinical trials and further process. So this is the one part. After means taking a career in biotechnology, you can go to manufacturing. Second part is quality control. Quality control is the important area of biotech companies where the testing helps ensure the identity, purity and the potency of the activity of the product. Plus, in other words, you can say that quality control is constantly making such products are performing expected plus quality level throughout the life cycle. This is the second option for biotechnology. Next, you are going for clinical. In this clinical, you are going for the experiment done in the clinical research. Okay, where you are getting a designed and specific answer for the question about the safety and the efficacy of the new drugs you are going to develop in the market or deliver into the market. In the clinical, this is the third option. After that, the fourth option is coming, like that, research and development, where research and development is the key part, where you are going to research all of your testing procedure. See, R&D is, that's why it's called and research and development, because that is not a structural base, because when you are going for R&D, it's a continuous process where you are going to find the final output and the final result of the particular drugs which are going to affect in your body parts, means for specific reason you are going to take that one. So that is the fourth option. When you are going for fifth option, you can go for diagnostic or testing, for the lab diagnostic, like that means a number of for example, you can say that Apollo Pharmacy. So they are only in the market of the pharmacy, pharmaceutical plus lab diagnostic. These are the fifth option. Plus, when you are going for another career, then there are so many things are there. So if you can make your career towards biopharmacy, pharmaceutical, and then the medical shop, so these are the running based approach. Okay, so these are the different verticals where you are going to move your career forward.
You explain around 5 to 6 different options that can have, right, for building the career.
Yeah.
Now,
Yep.
for each option, does the skill set are different? Because for each career, there can different skill set are required to start the career in that one.
See, for me, I will just say, when you are just going through your degree in any course, whatever it is, biotechnology, technology, engineering, civil engineering, any course, there is a two difference in that learning and practical. Okay, whenever this learning part is till you done your education, or you done your graduation, you done your post graduation till PhD, after whatever the learning you got, you need to implement in the practical part. Then only you will understand how you are going to correlate with the science, what you have studies and what you have done in that process. So that
Right.
it's come as a biotechnology. So learning for me is refers to the process of acquiring new information. Correct? If I am wrong, please correct me. Yeah, yeah.
As you mentioned, there are different career options are available, and when they are learning in the degree, they have to make sure that they understand the fundamental, the things are clear. Then they can apply in any of the verticals or roles are available, right?
Yeah, of course. Because whenever you are going for your, I mean, semester, in semester there are different courses are there. For
Mm-hmm.
example, if you have taken biotechnology, in first semester you will be have biology, geology, chemistry,
Mm-hmm.
all the necessary, means the basic related courses, related chapters. After that, if you are moving to second semester, so this course has been increased after increasing of the semester during the time of your career growth or your education system. So there are very different verticals are there. For example, genetic engineering is there, microbiology, industrial microbiology, chemistry, geology. These all are the different verticals where you are going to incorporate your study in the study skills towards the growth of your career in manufacturing or any other field of biotechnology.
Right. There are multiple options available, but many students are confused because some colleges may provide the campus placement, but many don't provide, right? And then someone who's completed the biotechnology bachelor or BSc, then how they can start the career? Where to start with?
So again, it's depend upon the people mindset. Fortunately, I got a placement in Panisha Biotech from my university, so there is no other option. So I moved forward with that course only. After that, I didn't study. Parallelly, I will suggest the new youth that whenever you are moving for a career in biotechnology, so just have the learnings deep. In biotechnology there are many things are there. When you will come to the industrial practices, then you will get to know about each and everything in deep knowledge, what is the seriousness of that one, because at last you are delivering for the human mankind, where you are going
Right.
to serve for the people.
Right. So if you go much deeper yeah, if you go much deeper in that aspect, what they have to learn
Yeah.
in bioscience and what they have to learn in technology aspect.
Bioscience, when you are talking about bioscience, it is a simple science where you are going to get all the related principle and the process, how the scientific or the science has been worked in the diverse environment. Okay,
Mhm.
parallelly, when you are going to put the technology in that bioscience, then it will be differ with respect to the process and the parameters.
And you spend a good amount of time with different biotechnology. It can be GSK, it can be Biotech. So, what was your experience working in different organizations? How their process is they follow the common protocols of process, or is it varies as per the organization?
No, no, it's all differ with respect to the organization. See, we as an Indian, we have some Indian mindset how to run the company and how to run the process and the parameters. But anyhow, when you are going for any pharmaceutical firm or the biotechnology firm or the biopharmaceutical firm, you need to have some standard or the regulations which you need to follow anyhow, because that is a by default option that you need to follow. Because whenever you are going for any biotechnology firm infrastructure, when you are going to settle on a biotechnology firm, then you need to have the industrial practices on the table. Because if you are not getting that industrial practices on the table, then it is very difficult to means deliver your product to the market, in the market. So for example, if I will take the example of GSK. Okay, GSK is the multinational company. Okay, they have their own standard, own rules, own policy, own procedure. Okay, so for example, we are working for a US FDA plant. US FDA is a organization, regulatory organization, governing bodies. If you want to sell your product in USA, then you need to have an audit from the USA FDA side, plus with the certification, then only you can deliver your product in the US market. So that is the major criteria. For example, again I will say that when we are working in that GSK, that time we need to follow the GSK norms and condition. So that is the main thing. Parallelly, the process will be same. There are different types of drugs, different types of injection, different types of vaccines are there, where process might be changed, but the biotechnology is going to give a boost in that process.
And can you share more detail about the process and protocols as used by across industry? Because many of the new people are not aware about the what are things actually happening in industry, right? So what are the process or protocols
Yeah.
being followed by the industry?
So whenever you are just going to start your career in industry, so there are some terminologies are there. That is the SOP, the standard operating procedure. In that standard operating procedure, you are going to do whatever it is written. You no need to put your brain outside of that SOP. Correct. During the time of any technical specification, you need to put your brain, put your knowledge, put your skills, put your expertise in that. Apart from that, if you are deviating that SOP, that will be a deviation as term of pharmaceutical. So if you are going beyond that SOP, then it will create a havoc in that industrial firm, because that deviation is the major terminology which many of the client or many of the industry avoid, that we need to follow the SOP. Because if that deviation come again, that is a bigger challenges to find the root cause. Apart from that, to create a kappa on that one, so that one is a very difficult task. So parallelly, that's why during the time of joining in the industrial firm, you need to go through the basic internal training SOP plus related SOP plus process SOP plus how you are going to handle one equipment or one machine, that have their own SOP, that different based upon the department to department. For example, if you are going for an industrial market or industrial firm, so there are so many department will be there, starting from HR, admin, EHS, environment, health and safety, plus QC, quality control, QC, chemical, R&D, FR&D, after that manufacturing, downstream, upstream, then after that feeling, secondary manufacturing, feeling, sealing, packing, dispatching, and again there are the warehouse. There are so many of departments, so each of every departments have their own respective SOP. So we need to follow, whoever is working under the department, we need to follow that same SOP. But whenever you are working in that industry, you need to follow the quality policy and the quality manual, that is standard for entire firm.
If when you are hiring any new professional, what are the skills you look for when you are interviewing any professional?
See, as of now, I am hiring for the experienced candidate. Okay. Parallelly, see, I believe that whenever you are not giving the chance to the fresher, then how can they will get the practical experience? First of all, so
Right.
basically, we need to focus on the technical part when they are experienced. But when they are freshers, we need to go in the deep dive of the attitude, how they are going to means put their knowledge in the table for the growth of organization. So I am considering that as a major factor. Parallelly, for the experience, I just need, because they have already gone through the fresher zone. Okay, they have already come out from the fresher zone, so they have worked for an organization. So I believe that they need some technical expertise where they can solve the problem with a proper solution and proper compliance and proper documentation. So I believe that is the main criteria I'm going to search for a candidate who are going to join this biotechnology firm or my organization.
Right. And when we talk about they should reach the particular solution with the proper process, and what are the skills they should apply to build that right solution? Is the technical skill, non-technical skill? What are the different things are involved in that process?
No, when you put your step towards industrial, so slowly you will get to learn the different type of verticals with respect to the check the technical solution or the giving a solution in a better way. That time your learning experience will come. Still in career in biotechnology, when you are going to put yourself as a biotechnology professional, then there are some of the challenges what we are going to face, because whenever you are putting yourself in industrial practices, so there should be the first challenger will be regulatory hurdles, because the biotechnology field is heavily regulated with
Right.
the variety of governing bodies. Okay, there are so many regulatory bodies are there. US FDH is there, MHRA is there, after that Indian CDSCO is there, parallelly MHRA, TGA and Visa. Move your product outside of India, then you need to get a certification from different authority, different governing body of different country. Like that it is there. The main challenges in this biotechnology career is the biotechnology field is heavily regulated. Okay, and navigating the complex related to process can be time consuming, first of all, because R&D is not a short period of time, it is a long lasting time, because till that time you are not getting the actual result, it will continue on doing the experiment. Parallelly, there is a high project failure in terms of, for example, research and development. As I talked right now, research and development in biotech often involves significant uncertainty. Okay, when leading to a high rates of product failure. When it's come to the disheartening of the, especially after investing considerable time and resource, and you can say that one the money, the
Right.
expenses, so that time
Mhm.
it is very difficult to handle that high project failure loss. After that there is a financial, so this is the second point, that is regulatory hurdles, and after that high project failure. Next the third option is that financial instability, where many biotech companies startup face financial challenge, including the securing funding and managing cash flow. This is the third challenge where you are going to get in the biotechnology company. After that, talent competition. In this talent competition, the demand of the skilled professional in biotechnology is high. So whenever you are segregating a talent pool, it should be it is limited. Currently, the competition can make it difficult to find a qualified professional for specialized roles. So these are this is the fourth challenges. Fifth challenges is keeping up with the rapid change, as biotechnology's industry evolves quickly. So with new technology and methodology, we need to stay updated ourselves, and also the practices. So that is a continuing learning and adaptability. That is the six challenges. And the seven challenges is ethical consideration, where you are going to evolve ethical means dilemmas, especially in areas like genetic engineering and drug development. Navigating
Right.
the issue required for sensitivity and strong curatorial framework, ethical framework. These are the challenges what I have got to know, and right now this is the main challenges where youth are going to face. That
Do you see the impact of artificial intelligence and machine learning also in the biotechnology?
the artificial intelligence, what I have seen from last 2 years or 1 year, I got to know that that is a very dangerous tool, and it can means yes means there is no other option. It is a very means dangerous tool plus also effective tool. So that if AI you are using with means proper guidance and proper technology, then it is a very useful thing. If you are not using the AI, and if you are using the AI for a negative thoughts, then again that is a very difficult task that no
Right.
one can understand that process.
Right. Is it helping in doing the research and the reaching the solution
Of
faster
course, of
as
course,
compared to
of
earlier?
course, of course. I have, yeah, I have not gone through that much of that AI technology till now,
Mm.
but I
Mm.
parallelly I am just also learning for that one.
Right, because we have seen that and multiple problems being discussed, right? Because the early R&D
Yeah,
is taking so much time. Now the technology is helping to speed up the process, and I
yeah,
think in recently we have seen that many drugs has been built faster than the previously. Previously, may is taking 2 to 5 or
yes,
10
yes,
years.
yes.
Now the time
Correct,
to build up any drug is reducing, right?
correct.
As it happened, right? The failures are part of the process, right? So how to manage
Yes.
failure, especially in biotechnology, where lots of challenges are there, lots of variables depending on the external entities, the R&D, the failures. Okay, so how to manage failures in biotechnology?
See, for R&D, I can say that whoever working in R&D, they have the patience. Means
Mhm.
the patience is more in their terminology, because see, whenever you are talking about R&D, they are not comparison with the scientists, because scientists are also that type of R&D R&D they are using only. Okay, so
Right,
their patience should be there, and this is a long lasting process. There is no end in R&D, or in, as related with the scientists, our superior scientists, or our intelligent scientists. When you are
and
talking about the failure, you need to, when you are in the learning phase, you will learn. When you are in the practical phase, you are going to learn how you are going to implement your learning and in hand practices to solve that problem. That is the main challenges here.
right, right. So there are multiple challenges across either from the external entities, internally, the R&D, the project failure. So this all can play important role to and affect any of the roles which you are working on, right?
Correct.
And we have seen that many new professionals, when they are coming, many jargons has been used in the industry, right? There I can see some of the FAT, URS, SAT, QA,
See,
and drug products.
if you want
So
to
can
deep dive in this technology part, so I'll tell you. So in one session or in one training, that cannot be delivered to the youth. Okay, so I'll just go through the upper portion only. So whenever I will tell you one simple example. Whenever you are going to infrastructure your pharmaceutical plant, okay. So first of all, you need to have your company quality policy, quality manual. This is the first priority of any organization. After that, whenever you are you need to have a site plan, how the site will be. That will be in means the diagram should be there, the layout should be there. Parallelly, apart from that, when the infrastructure has been done, when the base has been set up, when the all the means requirement has been fulfilled as per your plan, we need to go for the equipment purchase. Okay, during the time of equipment purchase, there are so many of terminologies there. So these terminology are with respect to the process validation, QC, QA. These all are the means number of deliverables are there which you need to follow. For example, you have asked me about the URS, IQOQ. For example, if you want to purchase one equipment, okay. So, as you are working in a pharmaceutical or a biotechnology company, you need to have a document. First of all, in biotechnology and pharmaceutical, the document is must. Without documentation, it has not been happened or it cannot be happened, because you
right,
need to go to the audit to take a license or to take a certification from the different regulatory bodies or the governing bodies. Correct. So that is the main criteria. The document should be there in place.
right,
So whenever you are purchasing any equipment, so you need to prepare the URS, that is user requirement specification. As a means owner of that equipment, I need to know what are the specification I required in this equipment or a particular equipment. So that is the first thing of URS. After that URS, that URS will be reviewed from the cross-functional team in the terms of engineering, QA, CQA, after that user, EHS. Okay. So all will check that URS as per their requirement. For example, QA will check that that equipment will provide the same consistency, the it will means give the result of critical quality attributes. Owner will check that critical process parameter. EHS will check the safety concern. Engineering will check the the size of the requirement, where they can install that equipment. Like that, they all the things will be all the things will be checked. After that URS, when you are moving towards the vendor assessment, so that URS will be finalized by the all the cross functional team, and it will be shared to the department. In that procurement department, they will identify the vendors who are going to manufacture that equipment. Okay, correct. For example, you can check, as a simple example, you can check a simple means basic example. If I want a mobile, so I will just I will just go through my I will just make a mindset what are the requirement is. For example, RAM, ROM, camera quality, camera megapixel, these are the basic requirement what we are seeing in the mobile. So after that, you will that is that I have already prepared, that is a URS. After that, you are going to a mobile shop. Okay, so the procurement team will means percolate this URS to different vendors. For example, for my mobile case, I'll go for Samsung, Apple, OnePlus. This we will just go through the site and we will check the requirement, our requirement. Okay. Parallelly, when this has been done, you are going to get that these three companies are giving me the requirement what I need. Correct. For example, Apple, OnePlus, and Samsung. These are the three companies which are getting my requirement to be fulfilled.
Right.
So before that, after that URS, that procurement team will share this URS to the different vendors. After that, the vendors will give you the letter or the document that yes, whatever the requirement you have asked for, we can deliver you. Okay. So multiple vendor have given you the request that we can deliver you. So after
Right.
that, procurement team will finalize one of, because we can't select all the vendors. We need to select the vendors on three terminology: the quality, okay, the time, and the manufacturing time, the delivery. That's it. And the price.
Right.
The major thing is that the cost, the time, and the delivery. Who can deliver on time? The quality should not be break, and the cost is efficient. Okay. So we need, as we are running a biotechnology firm, we need to focus on the cost also, plus the quality
Right.
also, and with time also. These are the three things we need to finalize. After this three things is going to be delivered, then we are selecting a vendor who are going to provide you the equipment. After selecting the vendor, there is a process is called vendor assessment. Okay, in that vendor assessment, you are going to the client site, means original equipment manufacturer site. You are seeing the policies, SOPs, the training. They have the good candidate related to the skilled professional. These all you are checking, because anyhow the documentation is must, as I already told you, in manufacturing company. So in biotechnology or the biopharmaceutical. So after that, when this audit has been successfully passed, you are giving a certification to that vendor as per requirement years, as per your company policy, that you can give the certification for 3 years. Every 3 years you need to re-audit, re-inspect, reassessment. Then only again after 3 years you are going to provide a new certification. Like that, it is the process. So after vendor assessment, when that is finalized, the certification and goes to the vendor, you are going for a the client should go for DQ, design qualification. In that design qualification, you are giving the all the scenarios, all the details. Means what is the length, what is the breadth, how it will be work, what are the utilities required, how you are going to maintenance that equipment, what is the cleaning procedure, how to operate that equipment, each and everything. DQ will be prepared, and this DQ will be shared to the vendor. After that, vendor will start manufacturing. That when the equipment has been manufactured, they will tell you that the equipment is ready. can you please come for fat? This fat is factory acceptance test. Okay, from the client side, the engineering, the QA, the owner, the process owner, they will visit the OEM, original equipment manufacturer, for that fat assessment. Okay, in that fat assessment you are going to check whatever the URS and whatever the DQ you have shared, that has been developed as required or not, as per the requirement or not. So that is the
Right.
fat assessment. When the fat assessment is done, when the fat assessment is successfully completed, you will tell that yeah, it's fine from our side, you can deliver the equipment to our plant. So OEM will deliver the equipment on plant. So before that, SAT will be there, site acceptance tests, where the OEM who is going to install that equipment in your plant will check all the necessary requirement. For example, if you are putting a equipment, so for that place is required, all the utilities connection are there, means to perform the maintenance activities, means specified space is there or not. These all the technical requirement they will check. After that, it will start from IQ, OQ, PQ, installation qualification, operational qualification, and performance qualification. These are the major test cases you need to follow before starting any commercial activities in that equipment. So, or in that, in these are the terminology of commissioning, qualification, validation. Plus, during the time of equipment you need to prepare the QRA, quality risk assessment. So these are the things where you are going to correlate with each other during the time of biotechnology industry to putting any equipment. Parallelly, there are different type of validation. Process validation is there, cleaning validation is there, analytical validation is there. So it's depend upon the requirement of the verticals. Analytical method validation is for chemical, process validation is for process, QA validation is for equipment qualification, equipment validation. These all are the part where you are going to substitute it with a different process and parameters.
Thanks for sharing all the details. Okay, in detail. I also learn a lot in the process.
So parallelly, one thing I want to add here, because as the technology is growing, the governing bodies and the regulatory bodies are focusing on the computer system validation. See, when there was no technology was there, that time classical biotechnology was there. Means that is an ancient biotechnology where plant breeding methods, cross breeding methods are going to be introduced for manufacturing of you can say wine, manufacturing of yogurt, manufacturing of bread, like that. These are the biotechnology. It has been started from the ancient time. Parallelly, when the
Right.
technology means evolving, we need to focus on the new part only. Currently, we are in the 21st century, where means the governing bodies and the regulatory bodies are asking for the computer system validation. Okay, at the last 10 to 20 years, the manpower requirement is more. Okay,
Right.
manpower requirement is more, and coming to the next 10 years, the manpower requirement will be less, and the computer system validation will be more. Computer and the technology will be more, where there will be no deviation, there will be no GDP error, like that it is there.
Right.
So
Right.
computer system validation is focusing currently, is the main criteria for the governing bodies and the regulatory bodies.
As you mentioned, like most of the people think that there are multiple opportunity in the R&D department, but as you discussed, there are multiple departments are there, and there is opportunity existing in each department to build a career, right? So, can you share more details on that
Yes.
one?
See, if I will just tell that one, that if you want to move your career in R&D path, so that is a strength. First of all, that is a strength in the biotechnology field, which is across range of segment. So there are different type of segment. For example, if you want to start your career in R&D, so you can do genetic engineering, you can do DNA technology, you can go for forensic science, you can go for new drug development, you can go for stem cell research, you can go for bioinformatics. So you can go for nanotechnology also. These are the
Right.
vast growing subject, or the vast growing field in the terms of biotechnology.
Right. And this all provide a great opportunity in the future, right? Because as the technology is moving, we have more
Yes,
opportunities in
yes. As
future.
the technology is increase, as the technology is growing, the biotechnology will be the means the major boost or major hub for the youth. to proceed their career in biotechnology.
What is your final advice to all the people who want to start their career in biotechnology?
If I want to just pass the message that if you want to start your career in biotechnology, so you need to have the patience, okay? Because as I will tell my example, as I have started my career in 2014, that time it is near about that time it was my learning phase, because after starting my journey in the field of biotechnology, just pass out from the university, that is the learning phase, that is the first step, I will say that. So that time I didn't focus on the expenses part or the CTC part. Particularly
Right.
when you are going from one step to another step, when your experience is gaining, that time you can ask for that CTC, and you can parallelly go for the new opportunity for your movement of career. So learning is first. I will just means give a clear update on that one, that learning is first. Learning is about understanding and retention, while practical knowledge is about application and execution. This is the difference between learning and practical knowledge, what I have understand. Okay. Parallelly, if if you are not performing your task whenever you are starting your career in biotechnology, whenever you are starting your career in biopharmaceutical, whatever is there, as per your will power, then performing a task will solve a problem in a work environment, or using tool efficiently, you will get a better knowledge how you are going to have, utilize your tools, how to you going to utilize your skills plus your technical expertise. Then only slowly you are going to upgrade yourself as a professional, like you can say in the biotechnology.
Great. Thank you so much, Shubhankar, for your time and sharing your valuable experience. Many of the people will get inspiration and learn a lot from this one. Thank you so much.